The way I will just stop updating on Noyontara because I don't think anybody is even enjoying this series. Welcome back, guys. So this is July 2026 full teasers and Noyontara. Guys, don't forget to subscribe because you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. A lot of drama is going on the show. Without wasting any of your time, guys, let us jump straight into the video of today on what is going on the show for July 2026 for those watching the show because I don't even know if anybody's watching. Whenever I post it, it's underperformed, so it just made me discouraged to not post it again.
1st July 2026, episode 209. Noyontara boldly challenges the hospital chairman for unfairly suspending Surjo and openly wants Shaoli to stay away from her husband. Later, she encounters the ghost of the Sengupta family's former matriarch, uncovering the first hints of a dark secret haunting the family. 2nd July 2026, episode 210. At the Kalimandir temple, a priest senses danger around Non and reveals a terrifying prophecy connected to a mysterious photograph. He warns of an approaching Mrityu Yog that threatens Surju's life, prompting Non to seek the truth behind the image. 3rd July 2026, episode 211. Guided by an ominous intuition, Non reunites with Surjo after sensing that he is in danger unbeknownst to them. Shaoli grows increasingly desperate and begins plotting Non's death to secure Surjo for herself. 4th July 2026, episode 12. A poisoned cake nearly claims a family member's life, placing Shaoli under suspicion. Cornered and terrified, she turns to the sinister Ghor Kamini for protection. 5th July 2026, episode 13. Non overhears Ghor Kamini ordering Shaoli to eliminate Surjo, determined to save him. She begins investigating the supernatural force manipulating events from the shadows. 6th July 2026, episode 14. Ghor Kamini traps Non inside a terrifying illusion within an abandoned forest temple, temporarily blinding her. Amid the chaos, Shaoli seizes the opportunity to strike at Surjo. 7th July 2026, episode 215. Breaking free from the illusion, Non shields Surjo from a poisoned attack meant to kill him. She also begins searching for the truth about the mysterious Kamini Sengupta. 8th July 2026, episode 216. Non discovers that Kamini Sengupta's existence has been erased from the family's records. A torn photograph deepens the mystery, while Ghor Kamini warns Shaoli that failure will have deadly consequences. 9th July 2026, episode 217. Surjo notices Non's increasingly secretive behavior and struggles to understand her actions. Meanwhile, Shaoli quietly strengthens her dangerous alliances. 10th July 2026, episode 218. Surjo's trust in Non begins to waver as she refuses to reveal the truth, desperate to protect him. She relies on a sacred talisman, but its power proves ineffective. 11th July 2026, episode 219. Misinterpreting Non's efforts as betrayal, Surjo confronts her in anger. Determined not to abandon him, Non disguises herself to remain close and continue protecting him. 12th July 2026, episode 220. Still in disguise, Non takes a bullet intended for Surjo, devastated by her sacrifice. Surjo begins to realize how much she has risked for him, while Ghor Kamini plots her next move. 13th July 2026, episode 221. Escaping yet another illusion, Non discovers that the Surjo she had been interacting with was merely a supernatural deception designed to mislead her. 14th July 2026, episode 222. Non finally reunites with the real Surjo and reveals fragments of the terrifying truth surrounding Ghor Kamini. Before they can escape the danger closing in around them, a deadly confrontation pushes Surjo toward a tragic fate. 15th July 2026, episode 223. Surjo falls from a great height and is declared dead, refusing to surrender to destiny. Non performs a desperate spiritual sacrifice and pleads for his return. 16th July 2026, episode 224. Police recover a body believed to be Surjo's, but Non refuses to accept that he's gone. Shaoli turns suspicion toward Non by accusing her of abducting him. 17 July 2026 episode 225. Non disrupts Surjo's funeral rites, convinced he's still alive as Shaoli, destroys crucial evidence. Ghor Kamini orders that Non be eliminated once and for all. 18th July 2026 episode 226. Following new clues, Non learns Surjo was taken away after the accident. She exposes yet another illusion crafted by Ghor Kamini, who had disguised herself as Surjo. Indian Oi 2026 episode 227. To continue her search, Non deliberately misleads the police. At the same time, Shaoli gains sympathy by presenting herself as Surjo's grieving widow. 20th July 2026 episode 228. Non traces a suspicious vehicle connected to Surjo's disappearance, while Lata secretly begins planning her revenge. 21st July 2026 episode 229. Non's search leads her to Surjo's lifeless body faced with undeniable proof. She realizes that dark supernatural forces were responsible for his death. 22nd July 2026 episode 230. Surjo's spirit appears before Non and urges her to live for the sake of their unborn child. Consumed by grief and rage, she kills Lata in revenge and surrenders to the police. 23rd July 2026 episode 231. Transformed by loss, Non abandons her former innocence and vows to destroy Shaoli and the evil forces that destroyed her family. 24th July 2026 episode 232. Lata's shocking return reveals she survived. She sets out to exact revenge by targeting every member of the Sengupta family. 25th July 2026 episode 233. Amid mounting chaos, Shaoli goes into labor through divine intervention. Non also gives birth, bringing a child believed to be blessed with extraordinary significance. 26th July 2026 episode 234. While protecting her newborn, Non learns that Lata seeks Shaoli's unborn son, convinced that the child carries immense dark power. 27th July 2026 episode 235. Non hides her baby within a temple sanctuary as Lata kidnaps another infant and demands a horrifying exchange. 28th July 2026 episode 236. Receiving divine guidance, Non prepares to rescue the abducted child and confront the darkness using newfound spiritual strength. 29th July 2026 episode 237. Embracing her divine form, Non defies and kills Lata. Meanwhile, Shaoli discovers that the child growing within her carries terrifying demonic energy. 30th July 2026 episode 238. As Shaoli endures a painful childbirth, she begs Non to end her suffering and destroy the demonic pact that has consumed her life. 31st July 2026 episode 239. Non sacrifices everything to save an innocent life, escaping with Shaoli's demonic child, while Lata makes one final attempt to drown her. Bonus episode? Episode 240. Haunted by a disturbing nightmare about her baby's fate, Non senses that the danger is far from over. Disguised and determined, Lata infiltrates the Sengupta household, setting the stage for a terrifying new chapter.